everyone, it's your Grizz. Yes, I'm still alive. Sorry for the long gap in the videos, peeps. Just like a crazy amount of stuff going on. I've just been so flipping busy, and fitting a vlog in as late has just been a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, so much going on. I hate having gaps up on the channel, but this was one I couldn't really avoid, as things have not been really ideal from a standpoint of getting out on the bike and chucking in a vlog. Right, so what's happened since I last spoke to you all? I'm trying to remember, man. It's like so much has happened. So much. Just gonna give you all a bit of detail. I know you love listening to this bike, and I do too. Yeah, loads have been going on, guys. Basically, I've gone on holiday and come back and had an awesome time. But it's just before I went on the holiday, I didn't have a very good time with it. Now, yeah, so basically I've had so much going on. Now, sorry, this is so broken. This is why I've not been doing vlogs, because basically there's just been too much going on in my head. There's just been way too much going on. I've taken on a new job, got promoted, and basically I knew it was going to be a big job, and it's a really difficult job. It's probably my most taxing job I've done kind of mentally ever, and I knew it was going to be a tall order, and it's not been without its problems, let's say. Yeah, I've just been struggling, guys, been struggling to kind of find energy at the end of the day, and just been really super exhausted, and come the weekend it's just been a case of trying to patch myself back together again, ready for another week of it. And I wish I could just say it was just mentally. I've also been exhausted physically. As some of you know, I have some health issues, and yeah, one of them is being a mild sufferer still of chronic fatigue syndrome. Now, I had chronic fatigue syndrome. I had that for 6 years, which kind of manifested into fibromyalgia. I've had so many different health problems, it's not even funny. I then gone on to get diagnosed with celiac disease, which has actually really been very difficult to deal with and kind of live with. So yeah, that in itself has caused a few challenges. So yeah, it's been a trying kind of year or so leading up to now, and really ideally what I need job wise is just a nice steady easy job so I can keep myself in good fettle. But I always want to kind of push, I guess. I've always been a pusher, always been a bit of a trier and a pusher, and I've pushed myself again with this new job, both physically, well, more so mentally, but it does affect me physically, and it sounds ridiculous to say it, and I feel very feeble to say it, but I've had real physical issues actually just doing this job. Just something as stupid as being sat in an office chair all day. I guess it's just not sat, actually. I'm kind of running around a lot, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of running around. But anyway, I've been suffering with cramps, and I've been doing this job now for what, like 2.5 months maybe. And yeah, I've been getting cramps every evening after I finish work, and it was just affecting my my lower legs, and it didn't matter what I did, stretches wise, I would just get cramps in the opposite kind of muscle groups, and it was pretty excruciating. And I've been trying really hard nutritionally to combat it, but I've not really had much success. And it came to a bit of a head the Friday before I was due to go away on holiday. I ended up getting cramp in my upper legs and my upper thighs, and it was just excruciating. That's the only way I could describe it, and it just went on. And the only way I could previously kind of get the cramp to go away was to get in the bath and get hot water on it, and that would kind of ease it off. And I think the cramps in my legs was going on for about 10 minutes, and I was in the process of trying to get upstairs and run a bath whilst in excruciating pain, and I ended up passing out. It wasn't my best moment. I think it scared Taffy to death. It wasn't a particularly great experience for me either. I'm watching this Micra kind of give way. Thank you, mate. So yeah, it was a bit of a not a very nice experience, and I haven't had a chance to get checked out. I've got to go to the hospital for another flipping test middle of next month, for my heart. So there's always seems to be something going on with my health. I don't talk about it much because I don't want to make it a part of focus of this channel, but it has caused an issue from the standpoint of being a gap in the videos. So yeah, basically I passed out, Taffy caught me, and what is going on here? Oh god, loads of traffic. I come down here to avoid the traffic, and now this road just actually seems to be getting busier with cars trying to avoid the traffic going through Banwell, which is just not really working very well. My plan. But anyway, so yeah, I ended up passing out. Taffy caught me, and for a moment she thought she was going to have to resuscitate me, and it wasn't a good moment. But I've since kind of managed to get on top of the cramps a little bit by using a bit of medication, but I still need to get things sorted. So I just decided that I needed a proper rest whilst I was on my holiday. I was going to take away the GoPro and actually film some footage. We had some fun times. We did a bit of waterboarding, no, not waterboarding. That's when you do, that's for like torture, and yeah, well, no, we didn't do any of that. We did like body surfing, like bodyboarding, yeah. So that was real fun. We did a day of that. That left me exhausted, to be honest with you, but it was great. We had just the best time, really. It was our first time away in well over a year, as I know a lot of us have all experienced. We've not had a holiday for such a long time, have we? So that was Taffy and I's holiday. So I had a week away, no videos, and the intention was last week to go out and do a vlog and give you some kind of update. But yeah, last week I was actually very exhausted again, and I've just been doing my utmost to try and rest and look after myself as late. So yeah, a bit of a frustrating time health-wise, but it just seems to kind of linger on with me. But let's move on. Talking of moving on, I've decided that this job is actually too much stress. I can do the job. It's been really hard learning their systems, and I'm kind of learning it, kind of messing it up a bit too, I guess, probably some would say. But no, I've kind of learned it. I've been asked not to leave the department, but I've decided it's not for me, and I just need something which is a little bit easier. Oh, horse poo. So I'm returning back to doing my drive-in job, which is fine. the wages are fine. I'll be fine. I shouldn't be as exhausted, although it's still hard work, the driving job. It can be a very non-stop kind of job at times, doing the driving, but I was better, I think, when I was doing the driving, so I'm going to go back to the driving. It's still better money than I used to be on at my previous job, so I'm still on to a winner, and I love working where I'm working, and I am actually, and I have been quite sad about the whole me kind of not seeing through this job that I've taken on and been promoted through onto, and yeah, I felt a bit sad for it, so I just needed some time to get my head together, get my health a little bit better. As it is right now, I'm rushing. I've got to get home, I've got to kind of get the bike away, and then I've got to go and pick Taffy up from work, so it's flat out. I say flat out, it's busy still, you know, I'm still flipping busy, but I think things are going to be okay, and I'm going to be okay, and I hope you are all okay. What is going on with this traffic? This traffic isn't okay. Yeah, so the other thing, I guess, with the whole idea of the new job, right, this is not going to work. We've got too many cars coming down and too many cars trying to go up. Okay, this is not going to work. This is like me going to put it up on the curb at this rate to get out of it. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, we are in a bit of a sticky situation here. Oh, jeez. I haven't got reverse, people. This is the dangerous point. This is now, I do actually have to go up on the curb, because all these cars are going to start reversing, and I can't reverse. Oh, bugger. I can cut it out, though. It's alright, these people coming down, but I haven't got reverse. And it's just a very dangerous thing to start getting caught behind traffic that is reversing. Come on. So yeah, there we go. I don't recommend going up on the pavement, but I don't actually see another better way of getting around that. Where was I? Where flipping was I? Yeah, okay, so Grizz is not gonna remain in this new promoted job, and I'm returning back to driving. Financially we'll be fine, absolutely fine. It's not really going to make life more difficult for us, but the new job was promising more money and was making me feel a little bit more optimistic about trying to keep all these bikes I have. But yeah, there's going to have to be some changes. Quite what, I don't know. It doesn't need to happen straight away, but yeah, changes will be coming and some bikes will have to go. The Punisher is definitely not 100% going ever. This one's staying with me until I pop my clogs. So yeah, some changes coming, but it's all good. I've got to just I've just got to look after myself. I don't want to make myself so sick that I can't work, and that is the most important focus for me. I want to maintain a good quality of life for me and Taffy. Taffy's working hard in her jobs, and that's going well, and she's working lots of hours, and she's been promoted too. And there's all Grizz getting a promotion, and not really being able to follow through fully because I just don't feel my health can take it very well, and it's not very enjoyable. But yeah, I guess there's lots of things in life aren't enjoyable and we just have to do them. But when it comes to a point when I'm getting myself in the mess that I have been, I have to start saying maybe it's time for a change. So there we go, peeps. yeah, it's there's lots going on. Still is lots going on. I'm still working the same job. I'm working absolutely at like 200% of my ability. It feels at times, but I'm doing it. I keep doing it, and I'm just trying to remain doing this until they find someone else to take my position because they're low on staff. But yeah, it's not been easy, and I've just needed extra rest and get my head around things health-wise, and get some actual, not be a total grumpy bugger because I'm completely exhausted by the job. Taffy as well, as I said, and overall I'm well, I think, you know, as well as I ever am, and I hope you all are. And I'm sorry for the lack of vids, and I know none of you want to hear that. As you've all told me before, you just put up what I can and you'll watch it, and I know that's the case. And yeah, thank you for your ongoing and continued support. Patrons, thank you again for your support and your understanding. Now, there is, from a standpoint of patrons, I do want to, even though all this is going on, I do want to find some more energy, and the other reason I want to find some more energy is just to get back in the garage and get that BMW build finished. Some of you, I know, probably think it's an ongoing joke, but it's not for me, and it is something that I will see through, and it will get completed. But there are some things I do need to square away. I do need to get all these bikes squared away, and I am in the process of working on that. The Monster is going to go, and yeah, that is in wheels of motion as we speak. So yeah, bear with me, peeps, but I'm not going to keep talking rubbish. Let's give this Punisher a little bit more of a blast, and you can enjoy the lovely tones of the Punisher. If I try not to get run over by the Range Rover and the camper van. It's my fault, I shouldn't really be filtering with the traffic, but there we go. Job's a good un. I do love this bike. I love it a lot. It's such a blast. To be honest, this bike, it just does so much for me. I mean, I guess there's that connection I've got with this bike where I've built it. Some of you might think it's a bit rubbish, but to me it's everything. It's just absolutely everything, and to have it back in my possession is just such a good feeling, and the feeling I get from riding it and looking at it, and it just is such a like a complete experience and of ownership and building something and loving it and just enjoying it, and I'm just so enjoying it. That is the main thing. I just really do get a massive amount of pleasure from riding this bike, and yeah, as much as I kind of would love all of these kind of new bikes, it's as much as I get a massive amount of enjoyment from this bike. And this, if I only get to keep this bike and I have no other bike, I would be a very happy man. So that's not bad, is it, guys? I think that's pretty good. You know, if I had the 1299 Panigale back and this bike and I had to pick one, it would be this one. and it would be this one I would probably ride more as well, because I care very, very much about the bike, but it doesn't worry me if it gets a bit dirty. It doesn't worry me if it gets a bit dusty. If I accidentally kick my foot on the seat, it doesn't, I don't break into tears. I don't think, oh my god, I've got to kind of repair that and keep it nice. I do look after this bike as much as I can, but I don't worry about it, and all I do is I just enjoy it, and there's a lot to be said for that. And I think I also had that experience with my old ZX-10R. It wasn't worth the world of money. It was a category C or D write-off at the time. Insurance claim jobby, still could go on the road, but yeah, it didn't matter if I scuffed it, it didn't matter if Taffy dropped it and knocked the mirror off of it. So yeah, a lot to be said for that. Anyway, I'm gonna go, guys. Thank you for watching, much love to you all, and I'll try and get some more vlogs up. Okay, much love. See you soon. Bye bye.